This is the Lanshan 2 tent. In today's video I'm going to show you how I managed to pitch it on my own. I think the best way of doing it, and this will even work if it's windy. So first up, Lanshan 2 tent, it's a non-freestanding tent, so it means that once you've pitched it you can't easily move it around. So first of all, it's just worth taking your time for a few minutes to decide exactly where you're going to put it. Obviously you want the ground to be as flat as possible, and even though the ground sheet on this tent is pretty decent, it's quite durable, it's just worth checking, make sure there are no stones or bits of twigs or etc on the ground before you pitch it. Now the other thing about pitching the tent as well you need to think about is that you want the ridge line of the tent to be in the same direction as the wind. So today the wind's coming from sort of straight behind me now, so when I pitch it I'm going to make sure that I pitch it with the ridge line in the same direction as the wind. So first up, it obviously needs 2 trekking poles. So I've sent my first trekking pole to about just under 120 centimetres, and the other one I'm just going to keep that adjustable at the moment. So some people like to have this one fixed, but I found it's easier if you keep this one kind of adjustable to put the second pole in. Right, here we go then. So first up, tent out. And I just need to make sure that I don't lose this. Keep it in your pocket or put a peg over it, or peg it into the ground, make sure that don't blow away. So first up, I need to peg out the 2 at corners of the tent. So I'm quickly going to lay it out. So I've got it so that the ridge line is going to run in that direction. So first up, take one of the straps, and what I do is I just make sure it's in its longest position so that you can then adjust it later on if you need to, get them attention in it later on. I'm going to pick that one out, and then the same the other side. Again, just making sure that that strap is in its longest position. So the pole is going to go in there, but actually I'm not going to put that pole in first. I'm going to put the pole in the opposite side to those 2 pegs. Now on the Lanshan there's a little strap here where you can just hook your trekking pole into it. Then I should be able to stand that up, and what I want to do is I want to get that tension between the 2 pegs and then my trekking pole. And what I can do then is I can make sure that trekking pole stood up straight, and I'm just going to pull it out tight. So what I've got now is I've got my pole, and these 2 other corners of the tent are nice and tight. So I've got like a triangle set up here. So next, I take my other pole, so that goes in here. And so I don't like to have this already set to start off with. I like to have it so it's kind of adjustable. Now what you'll notice as well is on the inner there's a little toggle there that you can fit the bottom of your walking pole into. So I can now just adjust pole on my tent. And I can pull that. It's got caught here, hasn't it? Just pull this nice and tight. So if you actually do it by doing these two first, that actually works even if it's windy, because the wind's always taking the tent in that direction. Right, once I've got that in, I can now just peg out these other two here. Around this side. Again, just making sure that these are out as full as they can be. And then what I did, and I showed this on my last video, is I separated the guy line here into two. So this one here then just pulls out. But I can do the same around the other side. Pull that one out too. What you can then do is you can go around afterwards and then retension it as you need to, so you can, if you want to pull that out, and obviously you can pull these out as well. Just going to pull that one a little bit tighter. This is quite useful just for keeping the condensation off the bottom. Oh, sorry, the condensation, just keep it from the inner tent from the outer tent. Helps with your condensation. Same around the other side. And again, you can just go around afterwards and just retension the tent out if you want. Put good tension across that ridge line. And that's it. Lanshan 2 setup. You can then obviously afterwards you can adjust the height of the pole slightly if you want to, you know, readjust it to allow a bit more airflow through it. But I found that works pretty well every time. You can even do it in the strong wind. If anybody's got any different ways of setting this tent up that thinks better than that, I'd be really interested to know. And if you want to see my review of the tent, that's also on my channel. I think it's a cracking little tent for £100. Can't be beaten. So thanks for watching. Any comments, bob them in the comment box for me. Really appreciate it. Thank you.